Hi everyone, so in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this Re-ment inspired Rilakkuma cookie. So first you're going to start off with a piece of tan clay, or you can use ecru colored as well. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just shaping it very roughly to the shape of the cookie, and then I'm just using a little sculpting tool to carve out the shape. Now you don't have to use a tool that I'm using. You can use a toothpick or a blade or anything that you have at hand. And all you want to do is just make sure that after you carve out the shape, you smooth out the sides and the edges. And then next I'm just taking a blade and I'm cutting out these little tiny pieces of clay just to make the top of the leaves of the strawberry. And then again, just making sure that the sides are smoothed out. And then here you can just see me smoothing out the sides, the joints, and the underside of the clay as well. So once that's done, I'm just putting my charm onto a piece of sandpaper, and this is just a toothbrush that I use for texturing as well. So what you want to do is just texture all over the cookie and the underside as well. And then once you have that done, you're going to take a fluffy brush like this and some chalk pastels, and the colors that I usually use are kind of a cream, off-white, yellowy color, then an ecru kind of sand colored, and then an orange, and I just use a mixture of all those three to shade the edges. And then what I do for the underside is I use the same colors as before and then add a little bit of a kind of reddish brown and a darker brown as well, just for the edges so that it looks a little bit more baked on the bottom. So once you have everything shaded how you like it, you're just going to take an eye pin and you're going to pop it into the top of your charm. And then you are ready to bake your charm. So once that's baked, all you're going to need to do is take some three-dimensional paint, and I'm taking them in brown, green, and red. And I'm just using the end of a toothpick just to apply the details. So starting off with the ears and the facial details of the Rilakkuma. Now, for this cookie, I just kind of tried to make them as even as possible, and it might be a little bit difficult for you to do it first, but if you make any kind of mistakes, you can just wipe off the paint and start again. And here I'm just using the very tip of my toothpick to make the little face. Then next I'm going to go ahead and use the green to make the little leaf for the strawberry. And I was using a picture of the Re-ment set to know which color to place and exactly how the shape was supposed to be. And so after I had the leaf done, all I did was I just filled up the space with my red three-dimensional paint, and I made sure to eliminate any kind of air bubbles, just because when the paint dries you don't want it to be in any way kind of bumpy. You just want it to be as smooth as possible. So the kind of air bubbles that you see on it there are actually just shine from an uneven surface of the paint. So once you have the shape of the Rilakkuma holding the strawberry filled outlined, all you need to do is just fill in everything with the red paint and then smooth it out as best as you can. And then I just added a little tail for the Rilakkuma. And finally, to finish off, I decided to add some tiny little red rhinestones onto the strawberry to look like kind of the seeds. And then just to finish off, I added one small little rhinestone onto the leaf part, and that was a green rhinestone. So once you finish the top of the cookie, you want to make sure that it dries completely. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye!